for joining this morning for our monthly meeting. First, I just want to start off by saying good job to all the drivers for Lugmo Corp. You guys have been doing a great job from a safety perspective, and your efforts and your attention to detail has shown in the success that you guys have been having the last year. So just stay vigilant, keep doing the things that you're doing to pay attention to safety and to keep yourselves and your co-drivers as well as your families safe. And we appreciate you guys joining us this morning. So if we'll, without hesitation, we'll go ahead and give it over to David to start and discuss a few topics. And then after that, I'll show a video. And then we'll end with Xenia maybe finishing up with a few words as well. David, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Want me to go?
Yes, sir. Floor is yours.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. You have to excuse my voice, but I've got a little bit of a frog in it, so I will try and speak as clearly as possible. I want to remind the drivers that you are a professional driver, and as a professional driver, you are expected to not only conduct yourself in a professional way and a safe way, but you are expected to expect other drivers not to. That means that you have to anticipate situations and circumstances where they're going to screw up, and you are expected to be able to react to that. And in your reaction, the biggest issue that you have is speed. Okay, and I'm going to talk about speed, and speed has some very negative connotations to it. For instance, we're dealing with storms right now all across the country, even in the summer, and it's, or tornadoes or hurricanes, or as winter comes up, I don't know how far you guys come up, but all across the country there are storms. During a storm, especially the first storm of the year, after summer, it gets crazy because all the oil that's been dripping out of cars during the summer that have been on the highway, slight coating of water turns the road into, you want to call it black ice, a slippery slope. It is very, very slippery the first rain. Now, after it's rained for a couple of days, all that oil gets washed off onto the side of the road or into wherever it goes. But at the very beginning, the first storm of the year, if it's wet, the roads are going to be very slippery. So you have to respond to that. You have to be ready for that. In addition to that, road conditions, hydroplaning, it only takes an eighth of an inch of water to hydroplane off the tires so that you become not in control of your truck. That's important to know. So what's the issue there? Reduce your speed. As you reduce your speed, the weight of the truck pushes down on the tires and you have more traction. The faster you go, the weight gets distributed in a forward motion and you're not pushing down as hard. So I don't know how many people have gone through scales, but that's the reason why they have you go through the scales at 3 miles an hour, because that gives them the downward weight of the truck, so they know how much you have on each axle. So speed is an issue there. Rollovers, speed is an issue there. Rollovers usually happen when you're going at a certain at a speed, even though it's legal. You're going at a speed, and there's an incident ahead of you that causes you to turn the steering wheel in a not smooth fashion, and especially with doubles, there's what's called a whiplash. for every little inch or so that you move the steering wheel on the truck, the back of the back trailer will move anywhere from six inches to a foot. It's whiplash. It gets emphasized because you have 4 pivot points between your steering wheel and the back of the trailer. So rollovers happen because of speed. You need to slow down on curves and on turns and avoid sudden actions with your steering wheel. Okay. Disconnects are disqualification for FedEx. If you have a disconnect where the trailer and the tractors come apart, that's an instant disqualification unless it is equipment-wise. Last year, at the beginning of January of this year, FedEx had across the system 21 disconnects. And the disconnects are caused by not
David, you there? I think we might have lost him. Let's see. Okay, maybe he'll sign back on momentarily. But what I could do is, oh, there he goes. David, you there? David, you there?
Yeah, I'm here now. Yes, I got disconnected somehow. Where was I when I was disconnected?
We're talking about the disconnects from there's 21 disconnects in January throughout the network.
Okay, yeah, 21 disconnects in the network. That affects all of those affect the CSA score for the company, and as you guys know, the CSA score is high, which is not a good thing. Even if you have pre-passes, it is a signal to all of the inspection stations to pull you in to be inspected. That's going to affect your road time, how much time you have to do what you got to do. You're going to be doing a lot more inspections. So when you're doing your disconnects, doing your inspections, speed is an issue. Take your time, inspect everything. You should have a flashlight, and you should be able to look at all of your kingpin connections to make sure that the jaws are completely closed around the kingpin. Even if the arm is still in a closed position, it still may not be connected. Now, FedEx is putting into the system these new electric monitors that the dollies will have electric lights to tell you whether the connection is actually made well or not. And those are not in the system yet, so you need to do your inspections on those. I have a contractor who has, in where we are, who has given us a thing that we do now, and that is you take your truck and your trailers and you park them so that you form a C, the letter C. That makes it easy for you to be able to look at all the kingpin connections instead of having to go necessarily all the way underneath the trailer and look. But you should have a flashlight with you all the time, even in daytime, to check to make sure those jaws are closed. The other thing you need to do is to make sure that the pintle hooks are locked, that they will not come out, and you can do I know you do your tug test, and it has been done. People have done tug tests and still had a disconnect. Make sure that the kingpins are locked on the dollies and on the pintle hooks. So again, speed is the issue. Take your time. Do what a professional driver needs to do. There's no hurry. The little bit of time that it takes for you to get your all of your things done the way they need to be done is time that may save your life, may save somebody else's life. Our goal always is to come home to our families whole and complete. Are there any questions? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Well, I guess
No questions. Okay.
Well, we'll continue on. Thank you, David, for that great information. We'll continue on. We're going to show a video here. Probably a few minute video. Most of you guys may have seen it, but if you guys are new, this is something that was put out earlier this year by FedEx. It's kind of just going into detail about I think it's 3 different types of dollies that are out there that you may come across at a FedEx yard, at a hub or at a station. So it's just kind of bringing awareness to the different types of dollies that are out there. And then when you're connecting them to your trailers, just to be mindful and some things to remember. So we'll start that up right now. Can everyone see my screen? Can everyone see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
No, I just see what it says, join the audio connect. Now it says start on a screen sharing. Hey, Aaron, I have a comment for David based on our last meeting, our last safety meeting. Is he still online?
Yes, I'm here.
There was a company, and I think that we're going to talk more about it with our drivers. That company is saying that what they are doing with their drivers, and to me and Ruben was a great idea, is that in order they still need to go under the trailer to take a look of the kingpin, of the jaw, and all those drivers from that certain company, they are taking pictures of their connection. In that way, if something happens, they have evidence that they did what they had to do and was not their fault if they had a disconnection, because they can prove that everything, the jaw was locked, the handle was in position, the dolly was in perfect position, and that's how they've been avoiding for the last year any disconnection. And they can prevent, because what they do is they send to the owner of the company after they're done, they send the pictures. So they have that evidence in reserve. Something happened, we have the evidence that my driver went under, he took the picture, look, everything was in place.
Yeah, that's Clyde Code. That's Clyde Steerwall, he does that.
That another company is doing that as well?
Yeah, beg your pardon?
That's another company down there that is doing that as well.
Yes, there are other companies that are doing that as well. And the Clyde has his trucks will do 5 to 6 disconnections during a shift. So they're constantly moving and constantly connecting and disconnecting and all that. So they do it all the time. But yes, that's a program you can institute yourself. Have them take the pictures of it and send it to you.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk more about it. It just seems like a great idea on that last meeting. And I think it wouldn't hurt because they have to go anyway. And most of the time they use their phone, the light of their phone. So they already have their phone in their hand to point at the kingpin and all those stuff. So they just need to click and take a picture. So I think will be something that we might try.
All right, that's good information there. All right, we'll start this video here. Can you guys see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. All right, I'll press play and we'll start it.
Dolly coupling procedures for Holland FW35 fifth wheels equipped with truck indicator technology enhanced feature. Drivers coupling with an ELI-TE equipped Holland FW35 fifth wheel now have another visual aid to ensure a safe and complete couple. When an ELI-TE equipped fifth wheel achieves a successful couple, bright white LED lights illuminate the fifth wheel throat area, allowing drivers to easily inspect the fifth wheel throat area. The ELI-TE system will also alert drivers when an improper couple has occurred by flashing bright red LED lights on both sides of the fifth wheel. Let's review how to properly couple a dolly with an FW35 fifth wheel to your pup trailer. First, ensure that the pup trailer is parked on a flat, level surface and is clear of people and obstacles. It is also recommended that you chock the trailer wheels before beginning. Next, place the dolly in front of the pup trailer. Back the lead trailer up to the dolly. Securely attach the dolly to your lead trailer. Connect the safety chains as well as the air and electrical lines. After ensuring that the ramps on the FW35 fifth wheel are tilted down and the locks are open, slowly back up close to the pup trailer and stop. Note, at this point, do not back under the pup trailer. First, engage parking brakes, exit the cab, and visually check that the pup trailer will contact the center of the fifth wheel. If there is a gap between the pup trailer upper coupler plate and the fifth wheel top plate, this may lead to a high couple. Raise or lower the landing gear to ensure the upper coupler plate of the pup trailer will contact the center of the fifth wheel top plate. Return to the cab and back slowly under the pup trailer. Stop when you hear the fifth wheel lock jaws closing around the kingpin. Important: the Holland ELI-TE fifth wheel is only intended to be a driver coupling assistant. The ELI-TE does not eliminate the need to exit the tractor cab and perform a visual inspection to confirm a successful coupling. The driver must follow the visual inspection procedures outlined in this video. Again, exit the cab. Do not hook up the air or electrical lines to the pup trailer yet, as you must first perform a pull test on the fifth wheel coupling. Next, raise the landing gear pads until they are just off the ground. Return to the cab and perform a pull test to ensure the coupling is secure. If the pull test is successful, you must then perform a thorough visual inspection of the fifth wheel couple. First, check that the yoke shaft of the FW35 is fully retracted. The nut and washer should be snug against the skirt of the top plate. Next, check that the pull handle is fully retracted and in the closed position. Check to make sure there is no gap between the fifth wheel top plate and the trailer upper coupler plate. Now look under the trailer and into the fifth wheel throat area. If the coupling was successful, the lock jaws will be illuminated by white LED lights. Ensure that the lock jaws are fully closed around the kingpin. If at any point during the coupling process, the red LED lights on the sides of the fifth wheel begin flashing, there may be a problem with the couple. Note, do not proceed if the red LED lights are flashing. It is recommended that you inspect the coupling to determine the problem, address the issue, and reattempt the coupling procedure. To verify a successful coupling, all of the following must be present. The yoke shaft must be completely retracted. The pull handle must be completely retracted. There is no gap between the fifth wheel and the trailer. The white LED lights must be illuminated in the throat area. The lock jaws must be closed around the kingpin. Once all of these criteria have been met, you can proceed to raise the landing gear, knowing that your fifth wheel couple is safe and secure. Connect the air and electrical lines from the dolly to the pup trailer. The Holland FW35 with ELITE, a visual coupling assistant designed to help drivers get it right.
All right. So hopefully you guys are able to draw some more information or just a refresher in regards to the dolly coupling process. And we'll send this out as well in case anybody wants to review it again. But definitely some good information shared today. Xenia, if you guys have any other questions or anybody else out there?
Well, I don't have any other question. I don't know if the other driver has a question.
Anybody have questions out there?
And Julian said there's no questions, so a couple of them there's no questions. So I think that the only thing will be the update. Like they have like in some of the hubs, they have a gate check, and this month what they're going to be checking, it's going to be the blind side. So they want to make sure the drivers have their mirrors well adjusted for them, so they can have a blind side. And then we talked already about the pictures that we might implement that. And then to be aware that whenever they say they don't want to do a run in the dispatch, they consider that as a decline. Okay, so we need to be careful with the decline. Then thank you, because the trucks has been very clean and they are throwing
Your phone's breaking up pretty bad, Xenia.
And remember, they have a campaign now for alcohol. And it's gonna last on points for alcohol. Hello?
Yeah, your phone's breaking up pretty bad, it sounds like.
Oh.
Now I can hear
I'm
you.
sorry. Now I can hear you. It's just that I was talking about the campaign she has until September 2nd. That remember our policy is zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol in our working environment. Even if they are taking over-the-counter prescriptions, they need to be very careful that they'll make them drowsy, and we need to know about that. That we do random drug and alcohol tests, and we're going to be implementing those again now in October. And that will be it from us.
All righty. Well, until next time, everyone, continue to have a safe days, and we'll talk soon.